The fact that famous celebrities have a lot of money is nothing unusual, and the fact that they like to spend it on expensive villas probably comes as no surprise either. But the celebrity houses that we are presenting to you today are so extraordinary and impressive that even some stars could become jealous when they see them. Today we show you luxury villas from well-known stars that will blow you away, including modern dream houses, unusually chic old buildings, and buildings that almost seem like works of art. We start with the property of Minecraft developer Marcus Persson. The Swedish programmer, also known to many as Notch, became a billionaire by selling his developer studio from Minecraft and then moved to his place of residence. He moved from a Stockholm city apartment to Los Angeles. Namely in this spectacular luxury villa in the district of Beverly Hills. The property on the legendary Hillcrest Road cost a proud $70 million. Where many actors have already settled, the house has a gigantic living room with several large seating areas, a modern kitchen, a showroom with valuable rarities, and a spacious dining area. But what makes the house so special is the impressive view over the entire city through oversized windows. You can even see the skyline of Los Angeles not only from the living room but also from the bedroom or from the bathroom in the garden. There is also an infinity pool. It is not surprising that the property on Hillcrest Road is one of the finest private homes in the world. But the villa actually has other exceptional features. In addition to a spacious home cinema and a large wine room on the lower floor, there is a lounge with a huge bar and a showroom for sports cars that can be transported directly to the garage via an elevator. There are also numerous pillars in the room, which are filled with all sorts of sweets. Despite all the luxury, shortly after the purchase, Notch explained in several tweets that he doesn't really feel comfortable in his new situation and that all the money doesn't make him particularly happy either. We now come to the only German celebrity on this list, and at the same time to one of the most modern luxury villas we are going to introduce you today. We are talking about Set, one of the most successful DJs in the world. He spent his youth in Danzenberg, Rhineland. 8 years ago he was drawn to Los Angeles, where he started his music career. Today he lives north of Beverly Hills in this $16 million property that he wants is not only elegant and futuristic from the outside, the entrance area already shows that the property is an architectural masterpiece. To get into the house you first have to open the almost 2.5 meter wide solid wooden door, which starts to turn as soon as you unlock it. Then you stand in a lounge with trees, a pond and lots of designer furniture that is brightly lit through the large glass front. The lot is also automated, and temperature awnings and even surveillance cameras can be controlled via a touchscreen. The high ceilings make the entrance area appear almost like a hall. A highlight of the building is the huge designer pool, which has an integrated whirlpool and stretches 15 meters across the garden. The large bedroom with a modern fireplace and huge glass walls is also special in the living room, which also has a fireplace, a 4.5 meter high glass front that allows a spectacular view over the hills of the city. As the musician demonstrates, the large windows can even be retracted and thus create a connection between the garden and the interior, in which, according to the set, you don't even notice whether you're inside or outside. There is also a fitness studio, a kitchen with a total of 5 ovens, several bedrooms, and even a Skittles machine that was specially made for the DJ. It continues with a celebrity who does it best. Known for a certain acting role is Robert Downey Jr., the actor of Iron Man, who also played a multi-millionaire in the Marvel films, who lives in a futuristic luxury villa. In real life, Downey Jr. has a property that is absolutely extraordinary, but not as top modern as you might expect. Because the actor lives with his wife in an old windmill, the unusual building has already been seen in films such as the Trap One horror flicks from the 80s, although the windmill and the house that went with it date back to the 1890s and was even a theater back then. The Downey family managed to transform it into a cozy and stylishly furnished house. Even the tower of the building in front of which the individual wind turbines are located was completely expanded and furnished in a rural style. Interior architects will help you and also put all the works of art throughout the building, which turned the property into a real luxury property with a purchase price of over $10 million, until the so-called Edward the Rose wind is one of the most expensive windmills in the world. Anyway, this is probably the only windmill with a modern pool in the garden. We now come to one of the most mysterious and at the same time legendary luxury mansions in the world. The Playboy Mansion once belonged to Hugh Hefner, the founder of Playboy magazine, but today it is owned by his son Cooper. The property has 120 bathrooms, 12 bedrooms currently has one market value of $200 million. The interior shows that the villa is furnished in a quite classic style. The stairs are made of stained wood. Chandeliers hang from the ceiling and numerous old decorative pieces are scattered throughout the house. Despite the old-fashioned furnishing style, the villa has a home cinema, a huge video game hall, and outside there is even a real zoo with countless enclosures. It is the only building in Los Angeles, by the way, where there has a license to keep and exhibit rare animals like in a zoo. Since it is the Playboy Villa, there are also some things on the property which are not entirely suitable for minors. For example, the notorious Deer Grotto, which is located in an artificial rock by the pool. There are also rooms whose floors are made of mattresses and which are intended for the enjoyment of the playmates on the property and provided atmosphere for Cooper Hefner, who grew up on the property, especially at the legendary parties of founder Hugh Hefner, has the lively history of the villa. But not too much importance, he was kept away from all parties of his parents as a child and is currently trying to sell the house. The last mega villa we present to you today belongs to one of the most successful musicians of our time, namely Drake. The Canadian rapper commissioned the designer and architect portraits a few years ago. Raffaelli designed a present that looks like a monument from the 19th century, but still has something modern after several years of construction, the villa. Now recently completed, and Ravi Lee actually managed to create one of the most spectacular celebrity houses in the world. Even if it already seems extraordinary, the facade is almost plain compared to the interior. In the building there is, among other things, an indoor basketball court surrounded by design elements. The bathroom is also a highlight with solid stone countertops, gold accessories and a 2-ton bathtub. How it was made from a solid piece of marble and how it got into the house via a crane. Marble runs through the entire interior of the house anyway and can be found in the huge kitchen island as well as on the floor. The lounges in the building are also exceptionally designed with expensive designer furniture and art objects throughout the room. The design of many other rooms is also based on the style of some of the rapper's music videos with smooth black surfaces. In many gold-plated elements and numerous lamps that make everything sparkle through reflections. That's it with our video. Which of these houses do you like best? Because let us know in the comments. We are really excited and we'll see you here next.